brigade of Ukrainian Marines appears to have expelled Russian forces from a town in the country's south on Tuesday in a sign of continuing momentum in Ukraine's counterstrikes against the Russian army. The Ukrainian strategy of attacking at two locations at once, in the south and in the east, came into focus a month ago and has left Russian forces off balance and losing ground. Last Friday, Russia illegally annexed 4 territories in Ukraine after hastily called referendums dismissed as shams by the West. The annexation enables Russia to argue an attack on those territories as an attack on the nation. So far, most Ukrainian gains have been in the east and northeast, including forcing Russian soldiers from the town of Lyman in the Donetsk region a day after President Vladimir V Putin of Russia had declared it and the surrounding region a part of Russia. But a flurry of videos released by frontline soldiers and a post on Twitter by a senior Ukrainian official on Tuesday suggested a step forward in the south, too. A Ukrainian Marine unit, the 35th Brigade, released a video showing service members waving a Ukrainian flag from the steel lattice of a communications tower that they said was in Davydiv Brid, a town in the Kherson region in southern Ukraine. "Glory to Ukraine. Glory to the Marines," a Marine said in the video. "We are ceremonially hanging our yellow and blue flag over Davydiv Brid." The location where the video was filmed could not be independently verified. Frontline forces also claimed to have captured 3 other villages in the south on Tuesday, according to Ukrainska Pravda, a Ukrainian news outlet. In his nightly address to the nation on Tuesday, President Volodymyr Zelensky said that Ukraine had liberated several settlements in the southern Kherson region, mostly west of the Dnipro River and northeast of the city of Kherson. He said the list included Lubimivka, Krishenivka, Zoloda Balka, Bilyivka, Ukrainka, Velika and Mala Oleksandrivka. The Ukrainian army is carrying out a pretty fast and powerful advance in the south of our country as part of the current defense operation, Mr. Zelensky said. Dozens of settlements have already been liberated from the Russian sham referendum this week alone. Earlier, Andriy Yermak, the chief of staff to Mr. Zelensky, appeared to confirm the advances in a Twitter post showing Ukrainian flags and a slice of watermelon, a symbol of the Kherson region. Russian appointed official in the Kherson region, Volodymyr Saldo, confirmed on Tuesday that the Russian army had withdrawn from Davydiv Brid. The Ukrainian military has not commented. The advance into Davydiv Brid widens a wedge that the Ukrainian military has driven into Russian-held territory on the west bank of the Dnipro River, threatening to divide Russian forces there. The battle to expand this thumb-like bulge through table-flat farmland and a smattering of small villages raises Ukraine's prospects of encircling Russian forces and complicating the movement of supplies and reinforcements. In this area, as elsewhere in Ukraine, the natural barrier of rivers dictate the moves of both armies. The advances around Davydiv Brid allow Ukraine to move shorter-range artillery systems closer to bridges over the Dnipro and piers along its banks. Through the summer, the Ukrainian army has been striking the bridges and hastily built piers with US-supplied precision-guided rockets, partially destroying the bridges. But the rockets are in short supply. Ukrainian commanders have said they are within 5 or 10 miles of artillery range of the river, after which they could fire near continual barrages at the bridges and piers, all but severing Russian supply lines to the Dnipro's west bank, which serve a Russian contingent estimated at about 25,000 soldiers. Ukrainian army has achieved a series of military successes in recent weeks. But these gains have come with a sad twist. The land it has reclaimed is largely depopulated and in ruins. In the pine forests and rolling hills where the battles are now being fought in Ukraine's northeast and east, fuel trucks, tanks and pickups rumble along muddy roads to press the attack.